don't come cheap.
Squad! Yo, what up? Welcome back to another episode of Squad Talk. It's your boy DJMav coming at you. All right, man. In today's episode, we got a good homie of mine who I've worked with very closely for a couple of months now. He goes by the name of Bandito. What's up, my boy? How you feeling, man?
Feeling good, man. Thank you.
Thank you for coming on the podcast.
Yeah.
That's right, man. We've been working together for, I don't know, what is it like? It almost feels like 6 months, but I don't know if it's been that long. But solidly for sure 4 months.
Since April.
Yeah.
Like mid-April.
Yeah. Come on in closer to the mic.
Yes,
Don't be
sir.
shy.
Yes, sir.
We got to get that good quality.
I got you.
Yeah, man. So we've been working, and it's crazy, man, because Bandito and I started working together because I ran this contest, or not contest, this giveaway. It was like free studio time, and here at Maverick Studios, and that's how he came across me, right? Like people had to share it and stuff, and so he came across a free studio thing, and you kind of just hit me up and said, "Hey, fuck the giveaway. I'm trying to book something right now."
Yes, sir.
It was like, let me book something, right? So, we booked something, and then that led to like 2 weeks of work, then 3 weeks. And then what I thought was like we were working on like a 6-song EP project turned into like just continuously back-to-back work. Just like I'm on the road and I'm getting calls from Bandito. Bro, when you coming back? I got to get in there. And I'm like, oh, snap. That's crazy. Like, your work ethic is crazy, bro. And I found that out when we booked this one session. It was like, I don't know, like 6 hours. And you were just in the booth the whole time.
Yep.
And then we were just like knocking stuff out.
We're just labbing
in and out.
Yeah.
So that's what's up, man.
Good times.
And in that process, I've learned a lot about you. Yeah. Right? And one of them is that my boy can play. He can play like instruments, like for real. So you're super talented. You could play the keyboard, or the piano, I should say, really well, right? You could play the drums. What else do you play?
Shit, I make beats, Logic, you know what I mean? So
and when you play like drums, you could play with a band. Like you could jam out with other musicians.
Yeah, I can actually.
Yeah.
Like we have a random like freestyle jams, just vibing out with people who knows how to play instruments. But yeah, we just have fun.
That's what's up, man. So how long have you been playing instruments for?
Shit. I wanna say about like 10 years, a little over.
Yeah?
Yeah.
What made you start playing the piano?
Shit, the sound of it is it sounded good to me.
You just said, I'm gonna just play the piano.
You know what I mean? Like I was into drums because the rhythm, you know what I mean? I like the rhythmic part. The bass notes, the snare notes, come on, man. Hip hop. Yeah. Obviously the drums is the basically main element. Yeah. So, but keys is a whole nother,
That's a soul.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And you could portray keys from different category in music. Like they don't gotta be hip hop. It could be, rock and roll. It could be classic, and it could be jazz. It could be anything you want, pretty much. You know what I mean? And I like the fact that keys has more ways to express yourself.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Yeah,
I feel that. So, how did you get into music? How did you start? Rapping.
So me and my brother, man, we've been freestyling all of our lives. I just love music. I love hip hop since I was, I don't even remember. But I listened to like Tupac and whatnot. When I want to take it to career, like I got in serious. That happened August 3rd. That's when I dropped the real one. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So
that was your first project, official project.
That was basically me. Like, yeah, I want to do serious. Like right around the time when I opened up Afro Man. You know what I mean? Before that, I was just doing it for the fun of it. You know what I mean? Yeah.
It's crazy because when I met you, your talent is there. So that tells me that you had been working on this for a while because, when people start, usually it takes a while for them to kind of hit that groove and be pretty good or whatever. But you were like super good. And then I was amazed when you told me you actually had 0 projects out at the time. Right? Like, you had put some SoundCloud stuff out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so, you know, what was the reason for that, man? In 2022, why were you still dropping music on SoundCloud rather than, you know, like everybody else on the major music platforms?
I was hidden in my own cave. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was labbing out and sort of tunnel vision, you feel me? So that was it. I was just basically in the cave, like labbing out, and
you didn't know,
really giving a fuck about promoting it, not giving a fuck about uploading music. I didn't even know how that shit worked, bro. Tell you the truth, till I met you and you put me on like these platforms, DistroKid, TuneCore, and then that's when I start to get the picture of like, oh, what I need to do, the steps that I need to take.
Yeah.
So yeah, man. Until then, I was just focusing on making music, but I knew it was good. I knew it was really, really good. So at the point, I'm like, do I want to keep this going or just stop? And I said, fuck giving up, man. I'm just going to keep this shit going and see where it's going to take. And then now I'm getting more serious to it.
Yeah.
What I mean?
No, for sure. Right now, you've, at least here in this studio, you've made at least like 20 songs.
Just about, yeah.
Yeah. And like complete songs.
Mastered and everything.
Yeah, everything. Yeah. Like
Ready
not
drop.
like he just recorded them and then we still got to do. No, this guy's got like a hella tracks just sitting in his hard drive waiting. We just needed to wait for DistroKid to get their shit together, which is some bullshit. Apparently, I've always recommended DistroKid to a bunch of, friends and clients and other independent artists that I meet along the way. And I've never heard anything negative about it. But the situation that we experienced with your music was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Like, we found out that their customer service department doesn't exist. Yeah. Like, there's no way you can actually get in touch with them if there's a problem.
No, you can't. Yeah.
As
far as I know.
Yeah. We tried a lot of different stuff because we tried to release one of his records.
And no disrespect to DistroKid, you know what I mean?
Nah, all disrespect to DistroKid. Nah, just kidding. Look, man, it works for some people, but I'm on DistroKid for myself, my personal music. Yeah. I've never had that problem. But it was weird, man. It was weird.
Yeah, it was.
And weird.
You know what? It could be just some process, during the process that I've done something wrong that might, made that happen too.
Johnny Lawrence.
We'll never know. Yeah, Johnny Lawrence.
Lawrence.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Shout out to Karate Kid.
Yeah, for sure. That's an inside joke there. Yeah. But all right, man. So as far as the music situation, you recently dropped the record in August, and what's the name of that record? Now it's out on all platforms. Let them know where they can find that.
The one I just dropped. You're talking about which one?
The one you just put out. The one that's out.
Okay, the first one I dropped was I Remember.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that one's out on all streaming platforms. You can check that out now.
Yeah. Go run that shit.
Yeah, it's dope. So would you say that you identify yourself, well, before we get into this, you are Japanese?
Half, yeah.
Half Japanese. Mm-hmm. Now, you said you lived in Japan. How long did you live in Japan for?
10 years.
10 years. That's a long time. That's enough to really soak up the culture, right? And how old were you when you lived in Japan?
From 5 to 15, about.
5 to 15? Yeah, that's pretty impactful years right there.
Oh, yeah. Like the foundation of your youth, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
It's that's where you grew up in a sort of ways.
What is some of the biggest memories you have of you in Japan?
Man, a lot. Good food.
Good food.
Good food. Good school system.
Really?
Like, education system was really...
I mean, I don't doubt that.
Now
but
that I look back, coming in here, it's like, goddamn, I did not know what we had. You know what I'm saying? Like, until you don't have it anymore.
I mean, you're a parent now. Yeah. So what's the biggest thing when you think about the school system in Japan and here in the States that is a difference that you notice?
I think the teachers are more dedicated.
Really?
Yeah. They don't get good salary either. It's not about the money, but it's the passion that they do it for. I think they take their job very serious, and I think they do it for the passion rather than paycheck. Versus out here, it's like they're doing it for paycheck.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Would you say that might have to do with the Japanese work ethic?
Japanese work ethic? As far as that goes, they, it's a country of conformity, So basically, do what you're told. That's their sort of ways. You know what I mean? You can't stand out too. But as far as the work ethic goes, they're hardworking people. They devote, their dedications. They devote to whatever craft that they're pursuing. You know what I mean? And that right there is a major respect, a major salute.
It seems like it's also very much about like respect.
Yeah.
Like you're taught that really, really
honor.
early.
Yeah. Yeah. Like especially for elder people and shit like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what's up.
Uh-huh.
That's what's up, man. So you lived there for 10 years, right? And that's quite a long time, man. Would you consider yourself, because you do have some songs in Japanese, right? And you do rap and speak Japanese very fluently. Would you consider yourself a West Coast Japanese artist or just a West Coast artist?
That's a good question. I'd say for my people, because I grew up out here too. And shout out to my razas, you know what I'm saying? So,
because that's the other thing. Before you get into that, I just want to say that everybody I tell that I'm working with a Japanese artist, and then I show them your picture, they're like, "That fool's Japanese."
Nah. A lot of people think I'm a raza. I'm like just regular Hispanic dude, and I get that a lot. But as far as artists goes, I want everybody to know I'm a West Coast artist. Before, I want them to know that I'm a Japanese artist, or because I don't like to, I don't like segregation, man. It's not even about being Japanese or being American. You know what I'm saying? It's about making music and promote what you're feeling. You feel me? What's in your mind. So at that point, I don't really think that about the segregation part. You know what I mean? Like I don't like to be separated. Like, oh, he's a Japanese artist. Oh, he's a West Coast artist. Oh, he's a Mexican artist. Or nah, it's like fuck that. We are artists. Period. We are hip hop artists. That's it. And I speak multiple languages. That's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's kind of sort of my angle.
Why would you say that in Japan, the Chicano movement is a thing?
Yeah.
How did that even happen?
Man, first time I went to Little Tokyo, right? And I was like probably 16, 17. And at the time I was getting in trouble, I was a tagger, hanging around with the wrong crowd. And I came across this first magazine, it's called Lowrider, and it was a Japanese lowrider, and there's a Japanese chick in it. And at the time, I felt like, shit, I wasn't really digging it, you know what I'm saying? Because I felt like it was sort of disrespecting the culture. Because knowing that they have their own culture, like, why do you suddenly you taking away?
Disrespecting the Japanese culture?
No, disrespecting the Chicano culture,
okay.
Like that sort of way. And it's sort of like a culture vulture, bro. Like, everybody wants to take away, like, hip-hop, too. A lot of people want to be black, right? They want to act like that environment, they're from that environment, and so on and so on. I think they just want to be something they're not. And that's kind of sort of the vibe I got at first when I saw that, you know what I mean? But as the time goes on and I've start to realize, like, it's getting bigger and bigger and bigger, you know what I mean? And
like, there's Chicano rappers from the States that get booked for crazy shows out there.
That's what I be hearing too. But, also too, I asked their feedback, you know what I mean? Like, what do you think about that? And to them, what is kind of surprising, but they actually love the fact that they're repping Chicano, the lowrider, the scene and that culture, the lowrider culture. So after I heard that, I'm like, why does that make you feel that way? You know what I mean? And they were like, shit, it's love that they're spreading out about our culture, you know what I mean? And that's cool. And I'm like, okay. So it started to drift it about the way I think about that, you know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's dope.
That's that, yeah.
Do you plan to put out more projects in Japanese? Because I know right now we got one that we worked on.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, which was, by the way, super interesting on my end because this his entire verse is in Japanese. And so he'd go back and be like, in the mix notes, he'd go back and fix this part when I said, so this, and this. And I'm like, what? I don't know what that is, because it's in a different language. But, let's talk about that project, real quick. and we'll get into it a little bit. We'll play a little snippet of it.
Sounds good.
But let them know what it's called and what it's about and how the song came to be.
Okay, this song, excuse me. So this song I created, it's called Two-Way Road. It's featured by my homie G Hudson, and he sings the vocals to it. The song's about basically the music saves your life. You know what I'm saying? Like you go through devastated times and life is hard, life is tough or whatever. You know, you listen to this and you get back in what you're doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
definitely. So let's get into this right now. We're gonna play a quick little snippet. Two-Way Road, Bandito featuring Ryan Hudson. This record is actually not out yet at the time of this recording.
No, sir. It's not on the platforms.
Quick little snippet right here.
Yo. It's your boy, Bandito. Back at it again, man. Y'all already know what it is. 目の前の闇地に持続資本主義の国に帰国歴史と文化を守る名誉と栄養両方抱くその存在意義お金を気味自己規律ラップのしりとり危険な人生はまだ際どい英語と国語わけわからん意味取り混ぜてラップで砕くタイマー巻いてブラントを太く取り混ぜてラップで砕くタイマー巻いてブラントを太く Music saved my life
Yeah, there it is. Bandito featuring Ryan G. Hudson.
Yeah.
Spaced Out. The name of the record is
Two-Way Road.
Two-Way Road. There it is. I don't know why I was about to say Music Saved My Life. There it is. Make sure you check that out when it's out, right? It's not out at the time of this recording, but I remember is out, which you can find on all streaming platforms. That's right. So as you can see, my boy gets down in Japanese as well. So that's super dope. Real quick, how would I say thank you in Japanese?
Oh, thank you?
Yeah.
I think everybody knows.
What is it?
It's arigato.
Ah, damn, you're right. It is.
Yeah.
One more. Let's see. How would I say shit. How would I say one more, please?
もう一回お願いします
Damn.
One more,
I can't even say that again.
Yeah.
What's another phrase maybe I should learn? That's kind of
Okay, so you to your girlfriend,
Okay.
definitely tell her this. 愛してるよ.
愛してる.
愛してるよ.
愛してるよ.
Yeah.
What is that?
Means I love you.
Oh, okay. There it is.
Sir.
There it is. All right, man. That's what's up.
If she get mad, just don't blame me.
Oh, that's it. I take that back. I am not gonna say that. Yeah, she'll be like, "What is that?" I could just tell her it means whatever, right?
No.
She'll be like, "I don't know what that is."
It's genuine. I love you.
I don't know, bro. I don't trust you no more.
You're probably gonna get a comments. You know what I'm saying? Japanese people will be like, "Yo, he's right."
Yeah. All right. Let me know in the comments.
Yeah, let them know in the comments.
All right, man. So moving on, bro. You know, besides in the booth doing your thing, bro, and on the drum set, and on behind the piano, killing it, bro. You also get down in the kitchen. You are a chef.
Yeah.
And like for real, my boy gets down. He's always telling me, bro, you got to come over. I got to cook for you, something like that, which I thought it was weird at first because I never had a homie tell me, like, let me cook for you. But when they're a chef and they do this, like, for real, it's like on another level, right? It's like, it's almost, I would assume it's almost like a DJ putting his friends on new music. Like, yo, check this out. I got to play this for you, right? So I'm assuming for somebody that's, like, into culinary arts, right, cooking for people, it's like, yo, you got to check this out. Boom, right? Also about food. You were educating me about some food, like dope food spots, like out here in Cali. You know, like when you go there, make sure you try this, make sure you try that. Yeah. How'd you get into cooking, man?
Rent.
Rent? So I got to pay the rent?
So that's how it started, but then I realized I got talent in me, you know what I'm saying? And as it progressed, it became something that it is now.
How many years did you work in the restaurant business?
Man, I don't remember. There was a lot of drugs doing it, so I'll say like good 5-10 years. I don't know.
Damn.
Johnny Lawrence.
Johnny Lawrence, for sure.
But yeah, I started this small, catering business, and what we do specializes hibachi, and we go to your backyard, we deck it all out, and we basically create memories. And this is the chords.
There it is.
Here you go.
Yeah. So,
if you want to get a close up.
I don't know if they can see that. Or Sway, see if you can take a picture of that right there.
It's called Inagawa Hibachi.
Say that again.
Inagawa.
Inagawa.
Yeah, Inagawa Hibachi.
Inagawa Hibachi. Yeah. He'll come to your pad, and set up a really dope spot and give it a really dope show with some really dope food.
It's kind of like Benihana style.
Yes.
Like Benihana in your backyard.
How long did it take you to learn all that? Like, the guys do some pretty crazy tricks.
Man, about a few minutes. Go to YouTube and shit.
He's like, I'll figure this shit out right now. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Well, that's what's up, bro. So make sure you check him out for that, for all your catering needs. I don't know if you want to get into this. I thought it was a good story, man. But back in the day, you used to work somewhere, which we won't say where, but you were actually using the back alley as a little side hustle.
Yeah, it was. It's crazy because that side hustle was my main hustle, and even being at Tokyo State, that played a part in it. Yeah, a lot of people remember me seeing, at Tokyo State in the back doors chopping shit up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we ain't gonna get too much to it. That's the past.
That's the past. We'll keep it moving, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. Real quick before we keep it moving, let's talk about you getting shot, bro. Because you did share that with me, man. And
you talking about COVID shots?
Yeah, your COVID shots, bro. Let's talk about your COVID shots. Yeah. And did that happen before before you were doing music or?
I was already doing music. Yeah, I was already doing music. Still good at, making beats. I mean, still discovering, about making beats. But yeah, we got hit.
You got hit.
Home invasion gone wrong.
How long were you out for?
Shit. I was like 6 days, I think, 5 days. They got me out. Hospital trying to kick you out quick.
Yeah.
You got people coming in and out. So
where'd they get you at?
Shit, they got me in my stomach, and it came out like
your ass came out your ass.
Right buttocks. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah, it came out my ass. All right, we gotta cut
you got
this
shot
shit.
in the ass.
No.
For sure, bro. So. Now, what's the thing on the knee? Because I thought that had to do with that. Because I see you always getting therapy for your knee.
My knee, that was I broke my femur.
Was that related to that or something else?
That's something else. That was me being me.
Damn.
Trying to hit the quads.
Yeah,
I was actually riding dirt bike. Trying to do a wheelie and I fucked up.
No.
Yeah.
It's all good, bro. That's gangster.
Yeah.
That's gangster. Doing wheelies is gangster.
Or a dumbass. Either one.
Or a
You
dumbass.
can call it what you want.
That's a good one, bro.
Yeah.
Let's talk.
I feel like one when I say, bro, I'm over here holding my knees like, damn, why the fuck did I do that?
Yeah, I feel you, man.
Yeah, but it is what it is. You live and learn.
Let's talk about your song with Yellow Hill, man. You got a record with Yellow Hill that's actually out now.
Yes, sir.
What's it called? And talk about that collaboration, how that came to be.
He was doing a little contest on his story, and I posted it, you know what I mean, and kind of sort of figured that out. I was like, fuck this. Let me just approach him like how I approached you. I DM him. I slide in his DM. That fool actually responded.
Word.
Yeah, shout out to Yellow Hill, man. Yellow Hill the Lope, bro, from West LA.
What's the name of that song?
Territory.
Out now?
Yes, sir. It's out, man. Go flood that shit.
Yeah, check that out, man. You can find that on all streaming platforms. That's right. So, who's one of your favorite artists of all time?
Tupac Shakur.
Tupac.
Yeah.
What's your favorite record from Tupac?
Shit, I like All Eyes on Me.
What's your favorite quote?
Shit, who do you believe in?
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
Who do you believe in? It's actually a song, but there is at the end he will tell you about who do you believe in? Is it something or Jah, or is it just yourself? And yeah, that kind of sort of hit me. Also too, the rose grew from the crack of the concrete.
That one's dope.
Mm-hmm.
I see that one everywhere.
From the crack of the concrete. Shit, man, they don't give a fuck about us. That's my favorite jam. Hit Him Up. Sorry, Biggie, but that song was the best diss song ever. And
shit's fire, man.
yeah, the ones he did with Snoop Dogg,
Yep.
Yeah.
What about your top 3 artists you hope to work with someday?
Well, I'd say Yellow Hill, but I'm already working with him.
Yep.
So that's done. I want to work with Crook One. I met him.
Were you doing a show with him?
No, I was gonna open for Little Pete, and I think Crook One was like a guest artist, but that didn't show up because Lancaster's too ghetto for them. You know what I'm saying? No one wants to pop up over there.
They said, "Yeah, I'm down." They look at the map. Oh, this is Lancaster.
Never mind.
Cancel that show.
Across the street from the police station. But nah, and the one who I want to work with, Stupid Young. Yeah. Yeah, I'm representing the Asian side, you know what I'm saying? From Long Beach.
Yep.
And Dafu put in work. He put in work. I think he made a lot of movement for a lot of Asian artists he opened up a door for a lot of Asian artists, I think. Yeah. And also another artist I want to work with, Kojo. Shout out to Kojo. He's from Japan, from Okinawa.
Oh, word.
Yeah. He's big, man. He actually came to Queens. He's from Queens. So he knows a lot of people from East Coast artists, and he got that influence definitely.
Nice, that's what's up, man.
I fuck with him heavy.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Shout
Was that the guy that you showed me his music video?
Yeah, with the one he did it with
YouTube?
Awich and this other female artist. I couldn't think of the name at this point.
That shit went hard. I remember
Shit
that.
went hard, and I don't know what happened to it.
I don't know what they're saying, but
I
it's
think
just
they took
fire.
it down.
Really?
Yeah, because that sample that they were using, I don't know if it was a sample reason, but they took it down. I ended up hearing Snoop Dogg using the same sample like a couple months back. So I don't know if it has to do with that, but yeah, they took it down and
that sucks. Like
bring that shit back, man.
That sucks.
I want to bump that shit.
As an independent artist, you put all this time and effort and money into these projects, and then sometimes you just don't really have the resource to get these samples cleared or whatever reason. And when shit like that happens, that sucks, bro. Because you already, you shot a dope ass video to it. You spent all this time on it, and like,
yeah, look at Juicy World. Like they made that the sample off of the band Sting, right? And since they didn't got the permission cleared, now they sued him, and I think they own the whole rights to the song. So
every time that
the
song,
royalties is going to Sting.
Yeah.
And that's how it is,
I mean, even then, I would hate for that to happen, but even then, I would rather that than to have to take the song down.
I don't want to take that song down.
Because imagine, everybody that enjoys the record, it's just like now it's gone, so.
That's unfortunate.
But whatever, man. All right, dude, so let's go ahead and switch it up here real quick, man. If you could travel back in time and meet anybody in history, who would it be?
Tupac Shakur.
Tupac. Damn, I seen that coming.
A lot of questions I got going on for that man. You feel me?
Like what? Who'd you ask him?
Oh, I'm asking.
Hey, bro, who shot you, man?
No, like I want to talk about more like Illuminati and shit like that, like because he kind of opened up a lot of minds, you know what I'm saying? So I want to know him, and it was old school. It was times before internet was really big,
Dude, imagine the influence that Tupac would have now in today's time with social media and like all of that stuff, like because he was a really like
he'll be more connected to the younger generations.
Absolutely,
yeah, he will.
Absolutely,
he'll take over that.
Dude, it's just crazy. I think about that, and it's a shame to see talent like that and such great people go out so young because shit just gets crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that sucks, man. All right, so let's go ahead and play a quick game of like overrated, underrated.
Got you.
Overrated, underrated. TikTok.
I want to say overrated, but it's underrated.
All right. Overrated, underrated, getting your music on the radio as an independent artist.
Shit, radio.
What? Overrated, underrated.
Hold on.
Okay, all right. You're not done yet.
I'm not done yet. I said, shit, the radio. The radio.
My bad.
Okay, so for the radio, I think it's underrated, man. I think you need to use more radio plays to get places you can't get. Plus, radio plays, you're gonna edit out your songs. That means if you cuss, you can't promote your songs to people that are aren't over the age. So,
are you talking about like if they have a limit, like on their Apple Music or Spotify, like a parental setting,
that kind of shit?
Show up?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or even in the radio and like in your car type of shit, right? Like they cut it out, they dub it out. So you're gonna reach out to that sort of sense, I guess.
Yeah.
You reach out to more audiences. You
Right,
know what I
right.
mean? If you use radio edit.
So overrated, underrated as an independent artist, paying another artist for a feature on your song.
Underrated.
Why?
If you want to get out there and reach out to the audience you don't have, the best way to do is reach out to the people who has those audience.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And usually it brings business to their cause, which is helping out the artist too.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And plus you get to bond with the artists. You know what I mean? It opened up a lot of It'll open up a lot of doors for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's kind of similar to producers. Like they can pay for a collab with another producer that has like placements, right? And that collab could possibly change their life, Yeah. Like for example, if an up and coming artist pays a producer that's already established for a collaboration, and then that producer that's already established gets that record placed with a major with a major artist, and it becomes a hit, that producer that paid for that collab, his life is changing. You know what I'm saying? Off of one paid collab. So yeah, that's a good point. I can see that.
And also too though, like if you doing a collab, make sure you know what you bringing to the table. Because if you don't have the work, if you don't have the skill or the art or whatever that is,
Yeah, if you trash,
bro,
they're gonna be like, "Nah, I'm good, fam. You can keep that money. I don't want to do
It's
that."
just a paycheck to them. You know what I'm saying?
Well, some might not even want to do it.
No,
because they don't want to put their name on
their
it.
image. You know what I'm saying? And that's highly likely the
Like
case.
you reach out to one of the hardest West Coast rappers you can think of and be like, "Yo, I got a record. It's called Silly Willy Manili, and it's about fucking unicorns and rainbows." He gonna be like, "I'm good,
Not making money, living with my mom.
yeah." He's gonna be like,
dumped by my girl.
"I don't care how much you pay for that feature. I ain't gonna hop on that."
No, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So you better have something to offer to the table,
Word.
or else save your money until you get there.
Well, here's another one kind of related to that same one. Overrated, underrated, paying for beat leases or exclusives.
Overrated.
Why is that?
If you're an artist, you should make your own beat.
It's a good. That's interesting because there's some of the best artists that we know are also producers. Kanye West, Pharrell, right?
There's more, there's
What's his
a lot.
name?
Russ.
That's the guy I was looking for. Yeah, there's a ton.
Yeah, there's a ton of them.
But I do think that when you collab with other producers, sometimes you get something that you can't create yourself because sometimes you have to go out of your brain.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To just so people think differently.
I feel it.
Overrated, underrated music videos in a time where people are consuming 30-second content.
Good question.
Like if you make a music video versus a really fire TikTok or IG reel that can go viral.
You know, it's funny you said that. It could be overrated out here because, we're into big shorter content. You know what I mean? It's faster availability, like Reels, TikTok, so on and so, right?
Yeah.
But, in music videos era, if you're promoting in Japan, it might be a good era because that's something new to them. You know what I'm saying? I mean,
music videos is new in Japan. Is that what you're telling me?
not like that, but in a hip hop aspect. You feel me? Like the styles of the YouTube that we're putting it out, especially like the West Coast.
Interesting.
The drill music and all that. So I feel like when you do maybe music video out here, ain't no one's gonna watch it. There's so many content, so many shit going on. But if it's different field, different legion, you might have actually a good strategy. You know what I'm saying?
I do feel like music videos do get a lot of play in their own sense, So, for example, if you think of something like barbershops, what do barbershops got going on all day? Music videos, right? They got the TVs going, right? And they got YouTube playlists going or whatever, right? So in those kind of situations, right, music videos all the time, left and right. These videos are getting played. I think it's just in a different context. I don't think people are sitting down and consuming music videos like they were in the 90s, you know, and in the 80s, right? Like with MTV.
Not like MTV.
Or like, do you remember there used to be a channel that played, not MTV, but like, there was like an additional thing you could pay for where you would get like all music, right? And then you would have a channel with just nothing but like music videos and stuff. But anyways, so yeah, I think in that sense, it makes sense, right? Mm-hmm. The last one, overrated, underrated, working and paying for professional services like directors, photographers, engineers, producers, I don't know, whatever other professional services there are that are related to independent artists.
Underrated, right?
Underrated, overrated, underrated. You say it's underrated?
Isn't it underrated? Is what it's supposed to be? Like
what it's supposed to be? It's supposed to be whatever you want it to be. It's
no, that's what I'm trying to get at is underrated. Because the reason why I say it's underrated, because if you want a good quality work, it's gonna cost you. Mm-hmm. Period. You know what I mean? If you want fast work, it's not gonna come out good. You know what I mean? So on that note, yeah, it's underrated. Like good work don't come cheap.
Yeah,
that's it.
I just say that because, you know, there's a lot of artists that pride themselves in doing everything themselves, right? I wrote this, I produced it, I mixed it, recorded it, I did the music video, I edited it, like I did the cover art. Like everything is
the whole 9 yards. They did it by themselves.
Right. Yeah. Look at Russ. Russ did that for many years.
Yeah.
I doubt he does that now. I'm sure he's got like other directors directing his music videos, and you know he's working with other professionals now. But for many years he did that.
Yeah.
I'm always curious to ask other artists how they feel about that.
There's no way that you can do everything on your own now. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially if you want to make it out. I feel like you have to have a team. You know what I mean? It don't gotta be big. It could be a small motherfucking team. You know what I'm saying?
That's facts right there.
Yeah. So, I understand that you want to take credential on everything you do. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, you want to work efficiently. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And those people who knows what they're doing, they're specified, like they're doing specific trade. Shit gets done faster. And you get better results. Sometimes, you know, you're good at making music, but you're not good at editing videos. So that's why you got people that's, you know, does that for you. And if you utilize that, I'm pretty sure you could work efficiently and you will have better results. And you could also have a better connection and, you know, establish that history with the people around you in the industry, which is important. You know what I mean? Because it's about network too.
I feel it.
Yeah.
It is about network. Big facts on that. All right, man. Let's get into this record, Hood, right? Which is actually going to be out pretty soon on all streaming platforms.
No, it's already out, actually.
It is?
It's dropped. Yeah,
it just dropped.
Just got dropped. Mm-hmm.
All right. So. Hell yeah. So, you know, talk about this record and how it came to be.
So, you know, Palmdale, Lancaster, it's a very unique city, you know what I mean? I mean, shit, not a lot of people are going to argue with me on that. But it's a big desert city, you know. It's spread out, it's open. But one thing I noticed, a lot of people try to move out of here, you know what I mean? They end up coming back here, you know. It's like some sort of like we have this unseen chain. And I want to reflect that, basically that, to a song. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what it's about. It's about like the hood that you can't run away from. It's always chasing you back. It's always bringing you back. You know what I mean? You move out of your mama's house and 4 months later you back to your mama's house. You know what I'm saying? Like, and just life it's unpredictable. But I notice it kind of puts you on that loop circles if you let that trap get to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm trying to break that chain by making this song.
There it is, Bandito, Hood, out now on all streaming platforms. Make sure you check that out. We're going to drop this for you real quick. You're locked in. Let's go.
Yeah. Hey, yo, it's your boy Bandito. Every time I leave the city, it always takes me back to the same old spot. I'm trying to move forward, but instead I'm going backwards. How many times have I snuck out the I may run my mouth, but I back it any day. Any day, any day, any day, any day. I run my mouth, but I back it any day. Any day, any day, any day, any day. I run my mouth, but I back it any day. Gotta push you out for when I'm being challenged. Cause I got ego, that's the size of planet. I don't give a about your status. You got anger issues, need to manage. Oh Lord, I'm always on a search. I'm tired of seeing my boys getting pressed on a shirt. To see those kids without a father, in my heart it hurts. But it's set in stone, this I know, I'm following the hearse. I rap like a demon, ain't here for spite. Bushido rapper, swing, slice, and dice. Any given second, I can blind your sight. I let my katana slice one out tonight. Let my steel ignite. No peace in these rugged streets, just a gunfights. It's the ghetto wisdom, what I preach, right? Ain't no fad, ain't no hype. I came from a grain of rice. Both middle fingers to my broke life. How many times have I snuck out the hood, but it always chase me back? I'm shackled to the game, the money got me chained. Society will cut me a slack. They say I can't rap, I'm just another jet. They don't with me cause my skin ain't black. But I move them weight, never fled from my fate. I may run my mouth, but I back it any day. Any day, any day, any day, any day. I run my mouth, but I back it any day. Any day, any day, any day, any day. I run my mouth, but I back it any day.
Bandito, profit, hustle. If it ain't profit, it ain't no hustle. It's that east side Palmdale, north of LA, West Coast, final frontier.
Yeah, that's right. That's Hood Bandito. Check it out, man, on all streaming platforms. Out now. That's right.
Go run it up.
There it is, man. And we're going to get into another one real quick. This one's called I Remember. We'll just play a snippet of this. Talk about this record and how this came to be.
Shit. I remember. This song came about a couple months ago. I was writing it to it at the studio called Ratty Inc. And we recorded over there, a sample. And I liked it a lot. So I decided to, perfected it. And I went to the Maverick studio and it got down like 8 minutes, I say. Yeah. And then it's about those days that you remember, you know what I'm saying? Like your past, basically, that it's like embedded in you, that you can't ever forget. It defines who you are and it shapes who you are, you know what I'm saying? So I remember it's basically that's that. It's the shit that you don't forget about.
There it is. I Remember, Bandito, out now as well on all streaming platforms. Make sure you check that out. Run it up. Let's get it.
I remember them days when I didn't get paid, when I didn't get laid. I remember them days. Always got a stomachache, stop shit I haven't ate. I remember them days. Got a void in face, weed out snake, stay packing, keep it hundo. You on scheme shit, bitch, you's a weirdo, real shit though. My shit big and it's another hit, y'all. On fire like a zip-ball, stay on my tiptoe. Getting money by the crypto, water dripping like I'm hip-ball. Sophisticated, keep my thoughts elevated. Some you can relate it, some you can't relate it. Dead homies in my thoughts, so I stay faded. Remorse and the shame, wish I was brain dead. So I focus on the grind, never waste my time. Keep the money in my mind, if you broke, never mind. You won't see me with a scrub, gotta keep it throw away with a glove. Cause the streets hardly ever show you love. Push start, I just start up. In the block, keep your guard up, the streets getting smarter. Pray the Lord, dear Father, don't let me turn soft, I'll take it farther, finna go harder. I remember them days when I didn't get paid, when I didn't get laid. I remember them days. Always got a stomachache, stop shit I haven't ate. I remember them days. Got a void in face, surrounded by snakes, but I still keep it hundo. You on ski shit, bitch, you's a weirdo. Why the city circulated by the fake thugs? Smoking bunk shit you buying from a fake plug. Fake views, fake likes, and a fake hug. bugs. It's in your nature, only do what a snake does. Kids dropping cause they poppy on some fake drugs. Not knowing any better, just one quick rush. No funds on some phony shit.
Yeah, that's right. There we go. That was called I Remember by Bandito. Make sure you check that out on all streaming platforms. We're going to get into one more here before we finish up here. This one is actually featuring Yellow Hill. You want to talk about this one, bro? Tell us how this record came to be.
So when I contacted Yellow Hill, you know, I reached out to him, and when it comes down to making the song, you know, this shit got done quick. I mean, the way he works, it opened up my eyes, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This fool literally wrote that shit in 5 minutes.
Word.
And record that shit in like 1 or 2 takes, that's it.
Damn. One take, Jake?
Job done. Yeah, 1 take, Jake, and that was it.
Yeah.
And
it was quick too, because I remember you telling me you guys had been like communicating back and forth over Instagram, and then like a week later, I get a call. Yo, I'm about to hit the studio, Yellow Hill. Yeah. I'm like, what? That was fast.
Yeah, the dope ass individual, man. He's a very humble, very hardworking dude. Smart individual, man.
Yeah,
knows where he knows what he's doing, and he knows where he's going. Put it that way. And to be able to work with that kind of individuals, man, really, really like humbles me, you know, as an artist. And also that shit makes me feel better too. Like that sparked up the fire in me. You know what I mean? Definitely. Yeah. So that was a good motivational experience overall.
Word. There it is, man. Let's get into it. Territory, Bandito featuring Yellow Hill, out now on all streaming platforms.
My energy business music, fuck a friend of me. Young, tiny, low, in front of jumping, sipping Hennessy. Fuck these niggas be talking about, I fucking make your kidney leak. West Side official, yeah, I've been a motherfucking 3. Allen Iverson jerseys represented, we in these streets. Turning up my extra up in the county, niggas envy me. Niggas call me loony and demented, they don't wanna be. Seize up when I boss up in my low, you'll get chalked up. Don't do the drive-bys, nigga, we do the walk up. Nigga disrespecting from afar, but I don't talk much. I don't do the woofing on the internet. Been a gangster from the section, yeah, that's internet. I got to blow up on a nigga, I can shoot you in your intellect. I can show you how to get some money and how to get a check. In the coupe going crazy. When I'm with the blood homies, they go crazy. Hard work paying off, these niggas lazy. Bandito smoking papers, I caught a contact so my eyes hazy. I'm in Palmdale, posted with some real niggas. In the field, niggas diss you, you get killed, nigga. Better chill, nigga, click, clack, ill, nigga. Brains on the concrete, I told you chill, nigga. Hardest rapper in the West, yeah, I bang that. In the tray hat, nigga, where y'all hang at? Never heard of niggas hoods, niggas stay strapped, stay getting money, I stay ballin', niggas hate that. Now I lay me down to sleep, I gotta keep the load of heat. And amigos tripping up on me, creeping niggas think it's sweet. I don't give a fuck about you niggas, undercover geeks. Blower in my pocket, tucking right out of the motherfucker, I'm an ice cold criminal. Shoot you, leave you critical. You a soft nigga up in the hood, you'll get ridiculed.
Yeah. Niggas falling like Creed challenge. Hoods always off, ain't balanced. Body shopping got me to your chalice. Pray Lord for the better manage. Pray Lord for the better manage. Niggas falling like Creed challenge. Hoods always off, ain't balanced. Body shopping got me to your chalice. Pray Lord for the better manage. Pray Lord for the better manage. All the grimy motherfuckers like cockroaches. They stick together, that's why I stay cocked and loaded. 5.56, bitch, my chopper gun folded. Young nigga told him, if it's on in the song, rock and roll it. Niggas don't see me cause I'm practically ghost. Got my goonies making moves from the coast to coast. That's what happens to a G. You don't wanna be seen, I'd rather keep it low pro when I'm serving these fiends. It's a street scenery, what I made of me.
Yeah, that's right. That was called Territory, Bandito featuring Yellow Hill, out now on all streaming platforms. So once again, make sure you go ahead and run that up. All right, man. Appreciate you coming through the show, Bandito. Much love to you, brother. Got any quick shout-outs, anything you want to plug in before we go?
Hey, man, shout out to Maverick Studio. Shout out to DJMav, man, for making this shit come true. And also, too, make sure y'all go run that songs on my all social platform. You know, I remember that shit's on all platforms. Hood, you can see it, you can find that on Spotify, and it'll be on all platforms.
By the time this airs, it's gonna be out.
Yeah, it'll be out. And yeah, man, just go run that shit up. Make sure you listen to my shit.
There it is, man. Bandito, don't forget the name. My boys got it. With that being said, we're going to hit you up next time. Squad Talk, we out.